Hello and welcome to take 9 of episode 2 of the Pokémon Blue Let's Play. You might think that's some kind of weird joke, but no. You say to the world, "Hey world, I think it might be cool to make a Let's Play," and the world is like, "Oh really, child? Phone ring, door knock, everything else I could possibly throw at you. I'll do it like every 5 minutes just so that doing anything at all is impossible." And now I just want to burn everyone. I want to burn everyone. And so, I'm in Route 1. I've announced 9 times now that I've been in Route 1. Before, I was pretty enthusiastic about the music. I was going to tell you how much I enjoy Route 1's music, but fuck it. Route 1's music is shit. Pidgey is shit. But Bobbins isn't shit. Nothing could make me dislike Bobbins. And so, here it is, Wild Pidgey, gusting his way to victory. But of course Bobbins is having none of it. Bobbins will prevail. So the Pidgey dies and things are looking pretty good for this take because the phone hasn't rang or the windows haven't shattered or anything, so off I go. And I am clear of Route 1, but of course I will have to stop and do a little dance in appreciation of the music. I'm pretty sure that music is burned into the heads of every Pokémon playing child. It should be, anyway. And now I find myself in Viridian City. Viridian City! And, of course, the Poké Center. The iconic, the amazing. Pokémon Centers heal your tired, fainted, or hurt Pokémon. There's a Pokémon Center in every town ahead. They don't charge any money, either. "You can use that PC in the corner, the receptionist told me. So kind." And of course this. You won't see this in other games. This is the Cable Club, and I'm quite sure that this game was the only reason to have a link cable. I know it's the only reason I had one. I would just lurk in street corners with my Game Boy and my link cable, just ready to challenge unsuspecting children to glorious combat, which is precisely what I did. And my level 100 Poliwhirl of the time would just eviscerate everything. And that was Nurse Joy, of course, a person who would become a friend to all of us for many years. She has healed Bobbins, and so I am on my way in search of another secret. The secret isn't quite as prestigious in terms of playground points as the PC secret, but it's still pretty cool. Free potion. Potions aren't really that useful now that we've beaten Gary. Pretty much the only reason I've ever needed a potion ever was that fight. And this. Bane of my childhood, harbinger of my nightmares, it is the old man. Kick him in the head, that's what I'm doing. I'm kicking him in the head, and kick. Of course, the old man, as I'm sure you all know, is instrumental in the summoning of the most foul demon of Pokémon history, Missigno, the Eater of Worlds. He is literally the reason I stopped playing Pokémon Blue as a child. I was just so terrified of him, I had nightmares about him, and I just couldn't bear to play the game anymore, so yeah. "You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him?" And so I receive Oak's parcel without mentioning that I'm from Pallet Town or a friend of Oak's or indeed trustworthy in any way. I could have just stolen that package, and I would have done, were it not for the fact that I need to deliver it in order to buy Pokeballs, and without Pokeballs I can't catch them all, and I need to catch them all, so I'm just going to have to deliver it. You know, I've just left Pallet Town, ready to explore the wide world, and they're sending me back already. Whose idea was that? Oh no. Another wild Pidgey has appeared, this one weaker than the last, clearly. Bobbins will make short work of him. There we go. A gust, but Bobbins laughs because in Generation 1 Gust is normal instead of flying. But now Bobbins isn't laughing because he's missed. Bobbins, you fool. Oh, Bobbins, what is wrong with you? You're just letting this Pidgey embarrass you now. Bobbins used Tackle, and that was a critical hit, but it didn't seem to do any more damage than a normal Tackle, where none of us are pleased with you, Bobbins. You've got to do better than that. And, okay, I'll forgive you now because you've grown to level 7, and level 7 is the best level because you learn Leech Seed. I love the move Leech Seed, I always have. It's not quite as good here in Gen 1 as it is in the future. In the future, it saps 1/8 of the enemy's health every turn. Here it only saps 1/16, which is pretty much nothing, but I still love it, and I'm determined to use it to great effect in this Let's Play. Just see if I don't. You must be talented as a Pokémon trainer, says Oak. What? You have something for me? And I do indeed, and so I deliver his parcel. Aha! This is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thank you. Gramps! What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request of you two. On the desk there is my invention, Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokémon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Jamie and Scooby, take these with you. These. Sorry. The Pokédex, iconic to all of us. We love the old Pokédex. I had a Pokédex as a child, proper one, a toy. It was cool as hell. I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokémon history. Alright, Gramps. Leave it all to me. Jamie, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know I'ma borrow a town map from myself. I'll tell you about the... And so off he runs with his magical rotating quiff, and I am not far behind. But he's already long gone because Scooby is a ninja. Albeit a ninja with a very disloyal sister. I will take that town map, she will lend it to me. Not even lend, she just gives it to me. I never have to give that thing back, and so I have it. I have a town map. Which is actually a map of the whole world, well, the whole region rather than the town, and beyond that is the most useless thing ever. Maps in Gen 1 were not informative at all. It's just sort of like a waffle with your face on it. And so, another wild Pidgey. I think after this fight I'm going to start skipping unimportant wild battles, because otherwise zones like Mount Moon, Pokemon Mansion, those sort of places will drive you insane. Nobody wants to watch me pounding pigeons to death or running from them or whatever, or just being swarmed by Zubat. So, yeah. After this I will skip battles, and hopefully I will do so in a way that is not distracting or jarring or causes horrible sound glitches or anything. Okay, we got through that one with only the most minor of sound glitches. You probably didn't even notice it because I am a wizard of amazing things. And so, I am off to Viridian City again, but this time for more exciting reasons. More exciting reasons indeed. I'll hand over my Pokémon to Nurse Joy, my dear Bobbins. Now, I will eagerly jump over back to Route 1, but remember I need to buy Pokeballs, so off I go to the Pokemon. Hi there, may I help you? Take your time! And I tried to buy 99 Pokeballs, but it's not happening, so I settle with 15. 15, yeah, there you go, 15 will do. It should keep me going for a little while, at least. And now I happily jump down to Route 1. Ready to catch me some friends. I apologise for being the worst commentator ever. So, away we go. What is it? It is of course a Pidgey, because this world is filled with Pidgeys. Here a Pidgey, there a Pidgey, everywhere a Pidgey. And so I tackle upon him, and he gusts upon me, but my tackle proves more bombastic. And so, now that the Pidgey is, I suppose, in the red, but back in the olden days we didn't have colour, so he's just in the grey. I'm going to throw my Pokeball, and oh, do you not remember the days as a child when we all had our own special secret for making the Pokeball more likely to capture things? Some would hold A as soon as it opened, some would hold down and B, that was my personal favourite, some would hammer A. Anyway, Pidgey, tiny bird, common sight in the wood. Oh, its wings at ground level, kick up blinding sand. Didn't read that in time because I was busy blathering about. I am going to nickname my Pidgey. I'm going to give him the worst nickname in the world. I'm going to call him Forensic. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, Jamelia! That is not a real name. Well, I am not a real person, so it works out perfectly. now. I'm going to save it, just in case, I don't know, I find a Rattata and it somehow wipes my entire team. That would be embarrassing as hell, so... saving it, and off I go, in search of a Rattata, but I do not find a Rattata, I find another Pidgey. And so I run from the... yes I do, I run from the Pidgey in search of a Rattata. Hakuna Rattata! And here it is the Rattata. When I say Rattata, I am ready for you, you will be mine, you will be my friend, my slave. And so, he goes in for Tail Whip. Now as a child, I always thought Tail Whip is a lot more violent than it actually is. I assumed that he would like whip you with his tail, which is, you know, reasonable to assume from the name, and that it would cause like a sore or a wound or something that when attacked later would hurt like hell, and that's why it lowered defense. But as later generations have shown us, it's just that they waggle their tails cutely, and our Pokemon is like, no, I'll let him hurt me. So anyway, Rattata, rat, bites anything when it attacks, small and very quick. It is a common sight in many places. And so I shall nickname my dear Rattata. I shall give him a name that's not quite as forensic as forensic. I shall name him Jonesy. So there you go, Forensic and Jonesy, my two best friends forever. I'm going to have a little victory dance upon catching them all, for Route 1 at least. And now I'm going to save it, because this video, well, it had gone on long enough when I was recording it. Now that I've tried to commentate it 9 times, it's definitely gone on long enough. So, tonight, today, this morning, whatever time it is now, I shall say goodbye. Good.